Hello everyone, welcome back to Yokai Temple, and I am presently just outside of the walls. So, two things actually. I think last episode I wasn't able to locate our second guardsman inside the interior here. So where has he run off to? There he is, there's Kiyoshi. Misplaced him. Not quite sure where he went, but he's back now. So, yeah. Apparently we've got a bunch of people. Actually, we need to get a lot more houses in. So that's like basically our major issue today, is that I'm going to be making a ton more houses, and since we're very much out of space in the interior here, maybe I can put something in the place of Sice's old place. I don't know. Our first job for the day is pretty much just clearing some space. I think we'll have like a few houses over here. We've definitely got a ton of space that we can expand into over here. That means just getting rid of some shrubland and filling in those like ponds, which will not be good for our villagers. And maybe we can even like find a use for this little house over here. I don't know who lives here, but they definitely don't live there anymore. But yes, we need a bunch of houses, which means I need to put a bunch of blocks down, and it means I need to do a big long time lapse. So yay for me on that. After that, I've got some ideas. I still need to build the Britannia house over there. Maybe that'll be my next job. But anyways, let's hop right back into our familiar old state of time-lapsing. Catch them out. And welcome back, everybody. So I hope you all enjoyed that time lapse. We've now got about 6 new houses over here outside of the northern wall. We still got a lot of space over here we could use. I'm hoping we could also maybe like use the rest of the sort of peninsula that's over in that direction, but we might do that a bit later. So as you can see, they're all very individual and different, and they all have their own like slightly unique styles. So some of them have these tall windows, and some of them have these shorter ones. Some of them are double level. Most of them are double level to some degree at least. And they're all like made more out of wood than the paper wall kind of stuff, but everything should be perfectly well and good. So I'll get some new villagers and we'll move them in over here. I have some whisperings that there's a fair few waiting to move in, just waiting for some new lots. And the next order of business, I'm kind of afraid to say, it's kind of Sice's old farm. Yeah, this place did not serve very well with the world shift. I think we might try turning it into a new lumberjack kind of place. I mean, Katashi is still working on this like one tiny little tree spot over here. You kind of need something a bit more like professional, a bit more functional, something which can pump out and ideally also store the vast quantities of wood that we keep getting. Other than that, you know, I think we're doing okay. So yeah, I think. Sice? Are you okay?
Yep. Oh, I made it! Lying, you don't know how good it is to... Lying?
Yes?
Yeah, you look like Lying.
Yes, it's me. Are you alright?
Yeah, I guess we could say I'm all right. I'm back in the real world, and
yes,
and I'm not being tormented by many evil crab things, and yeah, it just wasn't a good place.
You've been missing for like months, man. Where have you been?
Well, yeah. You've gained tails.
Huh? I'm kind of a god now.
Kind of?
Well,
I didn't know that was one of those things you could be kind of.
Well, I had to steal from Inari a little bit, but so far that's been kind of okay. But yeah, let me see. I became really a powerful thaumaturge. I made godblood robes. I traveled to the Shrine of Inari, which is really freaking hard to find, and then I fought an alternate universe version of myself and banished them to a space between worlds, and now I've just been building some houses over there. I was actually just talking about what we were going to do about what's left of your farm. I don't know if you've seen this. Yeah.
I've seen worse. Yeah, I kind of, I decided I was going to go and explore that portal I had near my base that went to the Outer Realms. Kind of was exploring that and figuring, I might be able to harvest the power of the Outer Realms for some type of system of some sort, and
yeah, you had like a big expansive portal network, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's.
There was a portal here, and it's apparently gone. So that kind of explains why I couldn't get back.
Yeah. There's kind of the world shift changed quite a lot. I think Yokai is more or less the only place that left it remarkably unscathed. Do you remember like Liara and Sanko? Yeah, they're Dirtco now. They're way over that way still. Beyond that, there isn't really much left, I think.
I can see that. I can only assume my base is no more either then. So the world broke, and all my stuff has been destroyed.
Yeah.
And but it looks like you've been doing good for yourself. That whole Godhold thing and a bustling village.
Yeah, the place is doing pretty well so far. I haven't had like a zombie incursion in ages. Although kind of mobs don't like to spawn within like 64 blocks of me, so I'm kind of okay for that. But you know, we have the guards anyways. They're a little bit more decorative than anything else right now, but they do pretty well. They hit pretty dang hard too.
Well, I'm sure they're happy. I mean, it's not every village that has its own godlike protectorate.
Yeah, I think like most people are looking for that when they live in a village next to a new temple. But you know, it's something fortunate to have. But yeah, Katashi here is kind of like hoping to have a new like lumber mill, and we were thinking of putting it where that farm was. I don't know if you still want that space.
Yeah, yeah. Seeing as
There's still some golems under there somewhere, I think, like little old straw golems. I don't know how they're faring here, but they might recognize you. I'm not sure. Yeah, the tree kind of has seen better days. All of your animals escaped too, like months ago. I don't really know where any of them have gone. Although you've still got a chicken, so small blessings. Small blessings, I guess.
Now, seeing that you know, I don't really got much to rebuild from, and I'm not really sure if I'm comfortable hanging around godlike creatures. You know, all things considered, where I just came from.
I could understand.
I think
that.
I might wanna wander a bit.
Well, is there anything like I can like lend you a hand with? I'm very happy to help. I could like give you some food. We've got plenty of foods.
Yeah, I'll probably just take the basics that I need. You know, some food, maybe a bow, and nothing personal, but godlike creatures tend to be kind of dangerous to be around.
Huh?
Just saying, nothing. I'm sure you have. I'm sure you've dealt with anything that may want you dead.
Yeah, I think it's a fairly short list these days. That's for sure.
Yeah. So how's the balance around here lately?
Well, the balance around Yokai is doing pretty dang well. I managed. Well, turns out that the big source of all of the blood moons, you might remember those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it turns out that was sort of my parallel universe self slaughtering a lot of our alternate reality parts. But they're gone now, so that's been a lot of the impurity gone. Yokai is kind of on top tiers as well. Like we've got pretty much every local spirit here is in cheery states. It's like it's a pretty good place to be right now. So we don't have blood moons anymore, and I haven't seen like an infernal mob for ages.
Interesting. So you're basically the force for good, and you have yourself a nice little village.
Yeah. Yokai's doing pretty dang well. Kind of enjoying it.
I mean, somewhere out there is probably something very evil.
Oh?
I'm just thinking. Might be something to find.
Maybe. If you can manage to find it, I'd be very glad to put that to rest. It's kind of my job, or I guess it was my job. I guess I'm not really a priest anymore, but you know, it's sort of like dealing with impurity, kind of an important thing to consider, work with.
Yeah. Impurity just kind of happens, at least in my opinion.
Well,
good to keep it in check, but
yeah,
everywhere you clean it, some more pops up somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm beginning to kind of notice that. Just sort of seems like more or less wherever there's people running around, there's going to be impurity at some stage or another.
Yeah, I think I need to take some time to get back in tune with whatever's left with this world. If it shifted, there's probably a lot of changes out there. A lot of new things to discover.
Yeah. If you head, like, north, I think, just through the northern gate there with the new buildings, you can probably find what's left of Dave's. His house sort of got kind of wrecked, but then, like, I had to pacify a big spirit over it, and after the world shift, the whole place is one very verdant forest now.
Interesting.
And if you happen to remember where Yogan's shrine is, I made a sort of, like, a little, a talisman, a kind of tonic dispenser that you can go check out that'll, like, keep you safe at night and stuff.
Well, far north is where my base used to be, so I might head that way and see what's left. I know there was a few villages along the way. I could probably... The only thing it's going to be, I'll have to cross the... If the ocean's still there, I'll have to cross the old ocean.
Yeah, I think the ocean's still there.
Well, you never know with these shifts. Things tend to change radically.
Some things look normal, but like slightly tweaked, and other things vanish entirely. There's a couple like very broad walls that have just been developed around Yokai, more or less. But yeah,
well, this place has really expanded since the last I've seen.
Oh yeah, we've got all sorts around here now. I still need to build a dojo, but we've got like we've got farms going. For some reason, all the cows seem to keep vanishing from this one. All of the farms are now like new Minecraft crop free, which is awesome to say the least.
Oh, so you don't have a problem with the. Oh, that's nice to know.
Yeah, so much better there. I have a nice house here. I don't know if you saw that.
This one?
Yeah, just sort of like nicely nestled in the bosom of the village. Nice place to live.
I can dig it. I can dig it.
Yeah, still old. It's still kind of the same design as most of the old buildings, but it works quite nice. Right next to the storage house too, so I can actually like go grab stuff if I happen to need it. Yep.
I love the little shoe racks on the inside.
Yeah. It's Eastern style, so you have to take your shoes off, or else you'll potentially damage the tatami. Other than that, it's a nice little house. I like it. Good place to get some late night reading done. Okay, one of us has to close this door.
Oh, I'll back away. I'm like, why isn't the door closing?
Classic multiplayer.
I do love the door though.
Yeah, that's Maliki's doors. Very nice. And over here we have Tommy, who serves the best sushi in like Yokai by far.
Nice.
Yeah, everybody comes here for lunch. It's like fantastic service. And then over there we've got Yokai Technical, which supplies power to whatever few things we have around here that require power.
Oh yeah. Your potion machine.
Yeah, potion engine. Works pretty dang well, except for when it magically runs out of water somehow. And then if it does, then we've just got the water wheels.
Good to know that that's still working.
Yeah. And then
so
over here...
there wasn't a lot of like physical law changes in the Switch then.
No, more or less everything is still static.
That's always problematic when there's a world shift and suddenly there's whole new rules to deal with.
Yeah, old magics fall away, new ones come into play, that kind of thing. But we haven't seemed to experience much of that so far, at least.
Interesting.
But yeah, there's a lot of empty real estate right now. If you want to, like, I don't know, shack up for the night or something, you can freely choose to.
I might do that. I see that the village has just really expanded.
Oh yeah, we've like just started to outgrow our walls, in fact. Yeah, got some nice new buildings here, looking a bit more modern.
I do like this style, actually. I really do. I do like the double-decker.
Yeah, I think that looks quite nice, especially with like the coloration distinguishing. But anyways, you find somewhere to like get settled for the time being, and then you can head out north and see what's left of everything. And I will just sort of end my episode, and people can glory in what that time lapse was.
I will go and relax in the bathhouse.
Yeah, good to have you back, man. It's getting kind of wild around here.
Good to be back.
Yeah, catch you all next time.